Crucial critics, the boys, is us, the crucial ones. You too, man. We back, man. I ain't gonna say it's a sad day. You know what I mean? Cause it's kind of we seen it coming, bro. But we here, man. Anyway, we'll get to it, man. I'm Rob.
It's your boy Tim, man. What's happening?
What's good? It's your boy Rome.
Say, man, we gonna talk about my boy, man. My boy Deontay, the Bronze Bomber, man. I think he done, bro. I ain't gonna even lie. I think it's it for my boy. They can go ahead. He done made enough money. It's time to go ahead and let it go, bro. Go ahead and let them youngsters take over. I don't think he got nothing else to give to the sport.
Man,
You
you
know what
think
I'm
he
saying?
cooked, man?
I think his athleticism was, when you get older, your athleticism leave. And that was, to me, that was a big part of him. Along with the right hand was his athleticism. So his athleticism looked like it's not the same. And he just hesitated to throw the right hand, And that's what I see, I see he hesitating every time. I don't know why he just don't want to pull the trigger, man. And he remind me of Broner after he fought Maidana. It's just like he don't want to pull the trigger. So I think I mean it's unless they can just find a way to get him to fight AJ, I ain't no need for him to come back. Ain't nothing else out there for him to do. Unless that he fighting AJ. I mean I don't even think he can beat AJ. I just he don't look like the same fighter to me. He showed one round where he looked like the old Deontay Wilder. And Malik Scott done a good. I mean, Malik Scott, he done a good job with Deontay. To me, bro, he came a little too late in Deontay's career, man. The stuff he want Deontay to do is like his mind is not registering when he get in the ring. So I think it's just time to hang it up, bro. I really don't see nothing else that he can accomplish that you know unless he, like I said, unless he fight AJ, man, and just make that his farewell fight, win or lose. Which it looked like he would lose. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think it don't look like. I mean, because I said this person after I seen Tyson Fury and Usyk, I think him and Tyson Fury took too much out of each other, bro. I don't think neither one of them the same no more. But I don't know, man. I
That's a good
probably
point.
cook a
That's a
little
good
bit at
point.
the end of the video, man. I'm gonna let y'all boys chew into that, man.
I think you made good points, bro. Like, my thing with Wilder is, he's always been limited in what he brought into the ring, or at least what he displays. So, and as you get older and you go through the wear and tear of boxing, you know what I'm saying, that pretty much diminishes, your skill set to some fighters. Some people gain some a few things or whatever. They may lose some mobility or athleticism, but I think the issue with Wilder was just him never just really being adaptable and setting up his shots. I think over time it just took toll on him. And Malik Scott tried to implement some things recently, but it was just like kind of it was like far a little too late. And from the way that Wilder looks in the ring, man, it's like you said, he's not processed. It's like he's not a thinker in the ring. I know he knows what to do. He's been in the ring too many fights not to know what to do, but it's just like in the split second, like the split decision making, he's not processing certain stuff, and that comes off like a shot fighter to me, like you spoke on about Adrian Broner. It's tough because, like I said, I'm a big time Wilder fan, but I never liked how he always relied on the lunging of the right hand and punching through people guards and stuff. It was like freak athleticism and freak punching power, which we've seen over the years, and you gotta give respect and appreciate that. But it's when you get older and you get a little slower, or your opponents get to know you a little better because they done watched all the crazy things you've done over the past 10 years. What are you gonna bring to the table that's they're not prepared for? And I think as time went on, he just did less and less of that. He just relied on the right hand more and more. And like tonight with Zhang, man, Zhang just pretty much from the southpaw position with his backhand, he caught every one of Wilder's right hands, except for a couple that may have grazed him and glancing blows. But Wilder never really just landed anything too solid that deterred Zhang, and Zhang just pretty much set him up set him up for the shot that he caught him with and got him out of there. But his punch resistance is shaky. His legs. I mean, he's always had like awkward movement as far as him evading blows. He actually bent a lot more and looked a little more elusive. He didn't even look winded to me, man. It's just the size difference, the age, and the lack of skill set, man. It just caught up with him, man. And you go in there with a guy that's 70 pounds heavier than you, man, a super heavyweight. Unless you know what I'm saying, on your on your peak, on some peak performance shit, bro. That's bound to happen to anybody. So I
Now, I think
mean,
the old Wilder could have caught him and knocked him out. The
yeah,
old
that's what I'm
version of
saying.
him.
And that's what I mean by peak performance. Like,
Yeah.
unless he would have to been on his peak performance tonight with the way Zhang was actually, from a tactical standpoint, Zhang was right there catching a lot of the shots. But the way that Wilder was just off rhythm, lunge and catch people sometimes, it was so awkward and you really couldn't. It really didn't have. Well, it would have some tail on him when he did the bow and arrow 1-2, but when he would just lunge with the right hand, sometimes it would be so unorthodox and awkward. It'll catch a lot of guys walking into the shot. So that version of Wilder definitely could have hit and hurt Zane, or would have been put him down at the very least, put him down. But without that version of Wilder showing up, bro, it's a done deal, man. I hate to say it and just be that, speaking that manner about it, bro. But yeah, that's my feelings is at the moment, man. After watching the Joseph Parker and watching this fight, man, you got outboxed by a guy, then you come and get knocked out by another guy, man. It's not looking good, man. I think it's pretty much over, man. What you got, Tim?
I mean, I think y'all boys, man, hit the nail on the head, man. I mean, I agree with y'all. I mean, that looked terrible, bro. I mean, of course, we all like Wilder, man. I think, bro, what's being more apparent to me with these fighters is that, man, either you in or you out. You know what I'm saying? I think either you in or you out with the sport of boxing. Like, and that's with any sport, you know. What sport do you guys know that you can take more than a year off? I mean, I know Wilder fought previously, but like 6 months ago, but before then, the Tyson Fury fight. After the last one, he was talking about he had retired, then he wanted to come back, and bro, any other sport, bro, like you can't take more than a year off. Like it affects you. Like I've never seen somebody in the NFL take more than a year off, come back and just be the same player. Like I'm not saying they might not come back and do decently, but I'm really trying to think in my mind like who just like hung it up and then came right back after that time and was the same player. Like I really can't think of nothing. Like maybe somebody in the comments or
The only
somebody that
person
later
is
on.
Floyd. That's the only person you could think of that hung.
Yeah, but
But
but the thing is, that's the difference, though, Rob. You
Floyd's
know
still
when
young too.
and Floyd was still training like he was boxing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Floyd don't never how many stories we done heard Floyd is the most dedicated fighter everybody done seen. He
Yes.
always stayed around the weight class. He
Yeah.
never
Right.
indulged into nothing. He
Hmm.
always he never drunk, smoked, none of that stuff. So Floyd was always in fighting shape. When a lot of these fighters, bro, when they not fighting, they gonna eat what they want to. They drink and smoke. Like, bro, we know that. We know the story
Yeah.
of how dedicated Floyd was. You know what I'm saying? But
True.
but
True.
when Floyd and then when Floyd had went to jail, think about it. When Floyd had went to jail, he came back. He wasn't really the same fighter. Not from I remember, he was more defensive when he came out. He wasn't as offensive as he was when you know what I'm saying when he was younger. And like I said, when he did his little retirement, whatever, he came back a different fighter. He fought different. Um, so it's like he was able to evolve. It's like, bro, a lot of these fighters they can't evolve, especially when they taking this time off and they thinking that they might retire, bro. They just not dedicated to the sport. And so, I mean, when Wilder hung it up, bro, he should just went ahead and hung it up. You know what I'm saying? And to further that point, you know what I'm saying? They talking about Spencer Fedora coming up. And Spence, he already put out something talking about he might this might be his last fight. He thinking about retiring,
Yeah, that's not a good
bruh.
sound, bro. To make. I
Bruh,
mean,
th-
At
bro.
all, man.
and then think about this too. Think about this too. Spence is known for taking long layoffs, bro, and it caught up with you, bro. You cannot take long layoffs. Just like I said, you can't take years more. You know, what I'm saying years off without fighting, and that's the problem with these fight. I have with these fighters. They not consistent enough, bro. The reason why those fighters back in the day could lose and come back, bro, they was always active. They was
Right.
always
Yeah, they
active,
were
bro.
fighting 3 times a year, man. At a minimum, 3 times
Come,
a year, man.
come on, man. These fighters fight one time a year.
Come on. Terrible.
Maybe one time a year. You know what I'm
Terrible,
saying?
man.
They not what I mean, bro. What I was listening to Shannon Sharp talk, man. A lot of people might not like him, but he got a lot of wisdom, man. He was just saying, bro. He said even when you go through the off season, like when they go through the off season in football, he said it takes them like 3 to 4 weeks for their body to even get back in the playing shape. And
Right.
think the NFL, you if you go, he was always going deep, so they are deep in the playoffs. So if you're going deep in the playoffs, you probably playing until January, bro. You got OTAs and training camp all in May. You know what I'm saying? So that's 3 4 months.
Right.
And then after 3 4 months, you get a month off, and then you go back into training camp. So, bro, you only taking 3 months off at a time, and then he's still saying it take you time to get your body back in shape. So for
Right.
somebody that's taking a whole year off, then coming back, bro, that's for an athlete at the highest level. Like, bro, it just don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I mean, to get back on, I mean, get back what I was saying. Get back to the point, bro. He had a long layoff. Wilder was never the most skilled fighter. He never had all you know what I'm saying, all the arsenal. And it's two, he had that one equalizer, you know what I'm saying? So
Right.
that was his way to win in fights, bro. So, when you don't even have the stamina or nothing else to go along with it, bro, you take that long of a time off, like, bro, what you think gonna happen? You know what I'm saying? You only got one key to victory. We all know that key to victory, bro. And
Right.
and when you take that long time off, you're an athlete, bro. It's gonna catch up with you. And I just think it caught up with him, man. He already was ready to hang it up, bro. He just that money he couldn't pass up in Dubai, bro. That's all it is.
Yeah. Definitely good pass up that paycheck, boy.
Come
That's a
on, man.
them Saudi Arabian out there and them that top what his name? I forgot Turkish Al whatever his name, Al Sheik, whatever his name is, bro. That man paying that money.
Yeah, for
He
sure,
paying
man. He
that money.
definitely
Whatever.
getting the fighters paid, and I do appreciate that he is doing that for these fighters, putting on these events, man. But man, I agree with both of y'all, man. I think something like this is a learning lesson for everybody involved in the sport. Like Tim said, man. And it's something that these guys say all the time, but they gotta live by it, man. You can't play boxing. You can't play
Can't
it.
play it,
So
man.
you
Nope.
gotta you gotta live by it. And a lot of people aren't dedicated in the way that they should be towards the sport. It's like when you just brought up Floyd earlier. Floyd outside of the ring was his greatness was tied into his fear to lose.
Man, that's crazy. I was just about to use Floyd, bro. Everybody want to be Floyd, but they don't want to do
Yeah,
this.
they don't want to be dedicated. You got to do what he did outside the ring too. You have to do that too. You
Come
got to
on,
go through the
man.
pretty boy phase, and you got to do what he did outside the ring if you want to be Floyd. If you
Come
really
on,
want to
bro.
be him, if you really want that, that's what you got to do. So if you're not dedicated to being that it ain't worth it ain't
And,
worth
and,
calling
and
yourself
let me
Floyd.
bring, bro. Let me bring up somebody else, bro. And you know what? I hated it when the fight was coming, bro. But a lot of people said this, and I was just like, bro, y'all thinking too much. Y'all thinking too much on this, bro. Earl Spence, Terence Crawford, and like I said, I know Earl was going through whatever he was going through. He probably had that rib injury, whatever the
Yeah,
case is. But the dedication levels that you can just see, because to me, bro, don't. I'm not saying Earl not dedicated, but it looks like he dedicated when the fight starts to come. He's not
right.
dedicated year round. One thing about Crawford, bro, you always see Crawford in the gym because
That's a
you
fact.
always see him in the gym, bro. He don't drink, he don't smoke, bro. You always see him around boxing, bro. Crawford is 35, about to be 36, and he still looks like a good fighter,
I'm
bro.
about to be 37.
Come on, man. bro, the dude just looks sharp cause like he said, bro, he don't do all the other stuff.
Right,
Crawford goes fishing and with his kids, and he might be hooping, bro. But for the most part, we know Crawford for being in the gym, bro.
right, right, right,
And I think, bro, that just serves him well. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these fighters, even Tank, like people say Tank, bro, when they in their off season or they don't have a fight, they don't have a fight coming, they living. And I get it, bro. You young, you making all this money, bro. You want to live. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to be the best at that craft for an extended period of time, you have to be dedicated, bro.
right,
That's just what I've seen.
for
That's just what I've
sure.
seen.
Or for to a lesser degree, just don't compare yourself to Floyd. Don't say you the next Floyd. You
Yeah.
know, don't do that because that's a
Mm-hmm.
high order. And if you're not dedicated like he was, like I said, Floyd Floyd discipline didn't come from him necessarily wanting to be the cleanest fighter or not drinking, not smoke. He was scared to lose. Like he was obsessed with not losing. Like that was his fear. So that drove him not to do all the other stuff. You could tell that's what it was because Floyd was always around clubs. He was always around the women and all that, the nightlife. He lived the nightlife. He just didn't do none of the stuff that came with the nightlife. That was that was because he was scared to lose. He felt like everything was one step closer to him losing. So that's what causing that. So unless you got that same fearfulness in you, you not gonna be Floyd. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's
bro.
what comes with it. It's the
Man,
gift and the curse.
yeah, man. It's just, but man, hey, we gonna try to close this one out. We ain't want to hang too much on it, man, cause we got another other video. We're gonna chop that up about. This one was really about Wilder, man, and I think that was just his farewell fight, man, and shit. I salute him, bro. He had a hell of a career, you know, as long as he was in there, man. And man, it's about that time. So you heavyweights, man, they don't retire undefeated. You know what I'm saying? So he
That boy
down
got
there.
that money, money, money,
I was, I
money.
was gonna say he got the money at the end of the career. So salute, bro. Uh, any last words y'all boys got, man?
Man, I just want to say shout outs to Wilder, shout out to Zhang, man. Shout out to everybody on the cards tonight, man. They put on a hell of a performance, man.
Oh man, for sure,
Yes,
bro.
sir, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. We appreciate Wilder though, man. I mean, he did a lot for the sport, man. He brought back the heavyweight division.
Facts.
Um, so it's a lot of shouts out to Wilder, man. We
Right.
appreciate him. You know, it's
taking on
just
taking on all those bouts, being underweight. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
that shit is courageous,
Why it's
regardless of
kind
how
of bittersweet, man. I
yeah.
always said, I always made fun of Tyrone, bro. I'm like, man, how you a Cowboy, how y'all Cowboy fans, bro? I'm a Wilder fan like that. I take all the bad just for that one right hand. So,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
it is what it is, bro.
It be like that, man.
Hey, you too. We out, man.
We out.
Yes, sir.